these spectrum levels up here, and we're talking about getting into flow. And we're going to go to a couple of the different tables here. Who are our creator tables? Can we have some noise from the creator tables? A lot of people here in the creator table, and we've got Angie here, who is about to share experience of wealth dynamics. Do you want to get up here, Angie? Can we give Angie a big round of applause? Here's Angie.
Okay, so for me it was
The microphone's on. It's good.
It's on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me it was life-changing. So I did my profile test about 8 years ago when I met you. And,
so when we met, so here's Angie, and Angie now runs a series of early learning centers.
childhood centers, yes.
You were a PA when we met, right?
Yes.
Yeah, PA for Kevin
Huddleston, yeah.
All right, okay,
Yep.
so let's start from there. So what shifted, what changes when you found out you were a creator?
I always thought I was stupid, so because I didn't think the way other people thought. So I used that to turn it on myself and judge myself for that. So when I did the profile test, everything fell into place. So what made it worse was I was married to a lord. So of course I'd have all these ideas and he'd ask me how, and I couldn't tell him straight away. So then I judged myself for that as well. So when I did my profile and I did his profile, not only did it change my life and did I find success because I worked with the way I thought and created all this great stuff, I understood him as well.
Right.
So instead of thinking he was just bursting my bubble, I valued his opinion.
Right.
So it changed my relationship and my life. So I didn't find success in the way I see success until I embraced my style of thinking, which is what your profile did.
So you did that, you then decided, right, I'm going to start creating your own brand, which you did with the first Early Learning Center. You went, what I really love about Angie's story is she didn't start by basically just saying, I'm just going to start on my own. She actually started by saying, well, I'm going to figure out if the way I want to teach actually is even of value to people. So you actually started by consulting to other early learning centers. By consulting with others and sharing what she could help them with, you actually then met your first investor, right? Like you actually had one of the...
So David was one of them.
So you were one of the early investors. So do you want to share what made you invest in Angie in the early days for setting up her first center?
Well, she'd been consulting to us, and we had a number of centres with had issues because we had a previous general manager who was hopeless. And so Angie came in and fixed the problems, fixed the staff, got them running really efficiently. And she said she wanted to set up her own, and I said, well, you know what you're doing, so I'll develop the building if you run the centre, because we've got enough at the moment. So
that's how you got set up, and now you're here. How often have you been coming for these events?
Never.
This is the first time?
First one.
All right, so full circle. All right, let's give them a round of applause for that. Thank you. And so Angie, you've now got like 3 centres going on for 4 centres.
Yes.
And it all starts from that little seed that then grows and grows, and each one you've found investment for, and then you've paid them back and then grown it, and now you're creating a Three Springs Green School here in New Zealand as well.
Which will open in February.
Yeah, very cool.
Coast.
All right, very cool. All right, so this is now transforming education here in New Zealand, which I think is fantastic. All right, let's give Angie another round of applause. Thank you, Angie. Who else would like to share? Who else had their hand up? Who would like to share? We had a hand up over here. Are we still in the creator tables here? We are, aren't we? Okay. So we're coming over, and this is Martin. Can we give Martin a round of applause? All right.
Really simply, 3 years ago, I did the Wealth Dynamics profile. Great to meet the creator, by the way. Thank you very much. And I stopped beating myself up. I wasn't finishing anything off. I have 10 different things going on at any one time. And I don't mind copping flat now for not finishing stuff off. So.
What kind of business do you have?
Early childhood centres.
Oh, really? do you guys know each other? No? You don't? All right. Where's your...
in Hawke's Bay area too, so we're not competing yet.
So you have an early learning centre. Do you run it yourself, or do you have a team that runs it now?
I'm CEO, so we've got a good sized team.
All right.
A great team.
Yeah. And what have you seen differently now that you, in terms of either your time or in terms of the business, now that you've actually got much clearer about what it is that creates your flow?
We're building a new centre each year at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, it's going really well.
That's fantastic. Very cool. All right. Well, let's give him a round of applause as well. We have a lot of people here at education at the moment. Is there anyone else in a different profile who would like to share their story? We're going to come over to stars, shall we? I'm going to see if I can find my way through here. All right, can we give our stars a round of applause? Thank you. and it is
Anna.
Anna. All right, hi Anna. Here we go. I'm going to come over to you over here. Then we can see you.
Is this on?
It's on. Okay. Which way I'm going to do this is going to be a bit weird, isn't it? Okay, logistically, I'll stand over here, you stand over here. So it works.
Hi.
That works. Awesome.
So basically, I learned about talent dynamics when I had my business idea way back in 2011. At the time, I had 3 young daughters.
Okay.
And had a great idea. I could see that there was a demand because I had people asking me for my product.
What was the business?
So I created a natural skincare product,
Okay.
which relieves eczema.
Right.
And so the demand I could see was there, friends and family asking me for it. But I thought that if I was going to go into business, I wanted to do it well.
Yep.
I wanted to spread the joy. I also would need someone who had skills that I didn't have.
Mm.
So looking at talent dynamics, I'm a star. I attracted a trader.
Good. Good.
Yeah. And so now
Are they here?
she is here.
Oh, where? Where?
She won't
She want to put her hand up? Oh, over there. Okay, over there. Right.
And so Heather and I built the business now,
Yeah.
and we kind of have gone through various reiterations, started on the side, and so we've pivoted from skincare into natural pet healthcare.
Wow.
So we create a product that relieves itch and skin irritations for
We
pets.
found people actually spend more money on their pets than they do on their children. So, yeah. so you've actually got into this new, how did you find the new market? What made you do that?
So, you know, literally I'm a parent and Heather is a pet parent.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she had discovered a need, and then the demand in that market was quite strong. And
So what's been the difference, like setting up a company and getting it going, knowing what you're good at, knowing what you need to say no to, knowing you need someone else on the team? How's that been different from you as opposed to trying to do it all yourself?
I mean, exactly. Saying no for me is saying no and identifying what you were saying earlier about projects and
Yes.
distractions. So I wrote down distractions versus projects.
Yeah.
And that was something that I think last year I managed to succeed in doing. And not feeling guilty that I don't like the numbers
Right.
or the spreadsheets.
Yeah.
But also realizing that at times you have to focus on that because as an entrepreneur you wear so many hats.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but just
Do you yet have a third person in your team? Yeah. Or
almost.
Almost.
On the and that being here is kind of solidified for us that I think we need some more of the system side.
yeah, the moment you have someone on your number side, the moment
Yeah.
you do that, you're going to see your entire business double. Most people, they try and choose people based on their skill set as opposed to how would this new person actually help me to do an even better job doing what I do, right? Because like, especially when you're a smaller business, you get the right person on board, you can free up your own time and be triple as effective or 10 times as effective just by having the right person looking after something that's their strength and not yours. And then your time goes into what you love to do as well, right?
Absolutely.
But that's awesome. Can we give her a big round of applause as well? Thank you, Anna. Okay, I'm going to do something I haven't ever done before. I'm going to try this. Oops, I'm going to try and actually write on the board something while I'm actually videoing as well, right? Because I think this is really important for everyone watching as well as everyone here, which is how do you build your perfect team? If you understand wealth dynamics and the way wealth dynamics works, it all starts with a quote which I love from Pythagoras, which is, establish a triangle and the problem is 2/3 solved. You know, a triangle is the most a stable, solid structure in the universe. It's like just 3 lines, but once you've got the triangle there, it can't move. It's not like a square that can collapse on itself. It's solid. And if you have like a stool and you've got 2 legs, not going to stand up very easily. You have 3 legs, it can stand up solid. So always know that there's a 1, 2, 3. This is like a rule of thumb. There's a 1, 2, 3 formula for whichever profile you are. If you're a creator here, this is your number 1 leg of the stool. Then you can go 2 across, which is 1, 2. And this is the supporter. So take someone like Bill Gates, creator. He has someone like Steve Ballmer, supporter. This is the person that can actually lead the company. He's secondary mechanic and star. So he kind of like connects up with this. And then you've got then the supporter is the second in command who can look after the team. And then you then have the third person is 1, 2, 3. So you've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is the accumulator. When I set up my publishing company, I had a great supporter who was running that. When we went out to get funding from 3i, they say, we'll only give you the money if you get yourself someone who's doing all the finances. So but they helped us to find that person, and then they gave us the money. And that basically creates a triangle, as you can see. Creating the triangle, basically, that you can imagine, if there's a stool here, it's going to be solid. If we had like just 2 legs, the thing will fall over. If you take a situation like a star, you know, in Anna's case, she's pretty close to having the right person there, because a star, which is number 1, the next 2 down here, this is the deal maker, this is number 2, All the best stars. Oprah Winfrey became successful when she got her deal maker. Same happened with Martha Stewart. All the best stars will get a good deal maker, and then 1, 2, 3, a lord over here. That creates a triangle as well, and that's the star triangle. Every one of these has got exactly the same in terms of 3. Now, of course, you can have a team of 4, 5, 6 people, but a minimum of 3 means that you've got all the key things covered where no one's focusing at an area which is their weakness, which is super important. So I just share that. Obviously, what's happening by having someone who's a trader is she'll be actually spending more time over here or kind of like running up and down the back, trying to manage all of these things, the schedule, the details, everything like that, but there's too much for one person to manage. The moment you've actually got someone like a trader using the secondary deal maker, doing all the deals, or making sure service is done well, then you just want to have someone on this side that can actually cover that. And then that way, you've actually got a company that can flow really, really effectively. And I see this every time. The moment you just get that extra person in place, everyone becomes far more effective, everyone gets into flow, everyone loves what they do so much more as well. All right, so was that helpful? Helpful? Yeah, we're going to do, I know we've got some questions, some thoughts. We're going to give everyone a chance to ask questions now, but we're going to end our little video there. I hope you've enjoyed the little video. And from Auckland, New Zealand, could everyone please say a goodbye? Bye, everyone. Bye.